Now this comment deserves a video. Brother, you are completely correct. When you test Paul against all of Scripture and you actually read and study the Torah, it is undeniable that he knew the Torah and taught the Torah. In fact, he even boasts about his knowledge in the Torah, which is kind of ironic because this is super anti-Paulian Christian doctrine that we have today. But it's coming from the author of the letters they used to justify their doctrine. Acts 26, they have known for a long time, if they are willing to testify that according to the strictest party of our religion, I have lived as a Pharisee. Acts 23, now when Paul perceived that one part were Sadducees and the other Pharisees, he cried out in the council, Brothers, I am a Pharisee and the son of a Pharisee. Then we get to Philippians chapter 3. Though I myself have reason for confidence in the flesh also. If anyone else thinks he has reason for confidence in the flesh, I have more. Circumcised on the 8th day, of the people of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of Hebrews, as to the law, a Pharisee, as to zeal, a persecutor of the church, as to righteousness under the law, blameless. Being a Pharisee back then was of the highest religious authority. It is said that to be a Pharisee, you had to have the Torah memorized. And this is why Paul so often quotes the Old Testament. I mean, all over in his letters, he quotes the Torah and the prophets and the writings. A lot of people don't realize this because they don't spend any time in the Old Testament at all. They think it was nailed to the cross. Except Paul uses the Torah all the time. All the time. He never taught that it was done away with. People use his words out of context all the time. Paul was a brilliant person. He built metaphor upon metaphor. In fact, you sometimes have to read 2 or 3 chapters to answer one question that he's getting at in the later chapters. To understand what he said in Romans chapter 10, you have to read all the way from chapter 3. And for this reason, we are warned about his writings in Scripture. 2 Peter 3:15 through 17. Our beloved brother Paul also wrote to you according to the wisdom given to him, as he does in all his letters when he speaks in them of these matters. There are some things in them that are hard to understand, which the ignorant and unstable twist to their own destruction as they do the other Scriptures. You therefore, beloved, knowing this beforehand, take care that you are not carried away with the error of lawless people and lose your own stability. 1 John 3:4, being lawless is breaking the commandments in the Torah.